I don't care what you think of yourself, what your family thinks of you, how many times you fail, or even how horrible you feel right now. This video found you at the exact moment it was supposed to. See, I'm carrying a letter from your future self, and they say you're about to repeat every single mistake you made this year a flop, unless you stop and fix these 6 things. So let's open the letter. Number 1, fix your first hour. Your future self is telling you cannot go into the next year with your same morning routine. Let me prove it to you. There's 2 men in bed under the covers. Relax, I'm going somewhere. When the alarm rings, the subhuman guy just groans, snoozes, rolls on his back, and starts scrolling on his phone. Eyes are half open, he's mouth breathing. He's already frying his dopamine and the day hasn't even started. Chad Light, as soon as the alarm rings, he immediately gets up using the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Then, when they're about to shower, the subhuman guy, he loves to crank the water boiling hot. That's so relaxing. While his skin and his hair is drying out. Chad Light places the water at room temperature, keeping his skin and hair looking healthy. Subhuman, he gets out and starts drying his hair like a dog with a towel. Chad Light, he pat dries his hair to avoid frizziness. Now, they're both in front of the mirror. Subhuman just barely stares at himself, does nothing, and he looks exactly how he feels. Chad Light knows that you can fully change the way you look with a 60-second morning grooming routine. He does a quick shave to make himself look cleaner. He touches up the unibrow to do any micro grooming on his eyebrow. He puts caffeine under his eyes to depuff and make his eyes look better. He applies niacinamide on any dark spots on his skin. He then applies a thin layer of moisturizer on his face and neck, which will make his fragrance last 2 times longer. And then he drinks a full bottle of coconut water, which will help reduce facial bloating and instantly hydrate you. Look, this is just the first fix your future self is telling you to do. This is why this video found you in the right time, exactly how you're feeling. And your future self is giving you 5 more fixes you need to complete to make yourself unrecognizable by next year. 2, fix your biggest time waste. Your future self is telling you that the reason you feel stuck this year is not because of lack of discipline. It was your phone. You see, you don't have a phone addiction problem. You have a gambling problem. Slot machines use something called variable reward. You don't know when the dopamine hit is coming and when you're gonna hit the jackpot. Casinos use this psychological phenomenon. Your brain is constantly chasing that reward. Loss, 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 then boom, win. Well, the apps on your phone use the same exact design. That's why your brain keeps chasing one more swipe after a series of boring swipes. You were never gonna beat this with pure willpower. So, if you mindlessly scroll TikTok every day, I want you to try this. 1, grab your phone. 2, open settings. 3, go to accessibility. 4, tap display and text size. 5, open color filters. 6, toggle color filters on. 7, select grayscale. 8, go back to the main settings screen. 9, go to accessibility again. 10, scroll all the way down to accessibility shortcut. 11, tap accessibility shortcut. 12, select color filters. Now, you've created a gambling lock that, according to research, will cut up to 40 minutes of screen time every day. Once you triple click the side button on your phone, boom, grayscale on. Triple click again, easily grayscale off. Let's move to number 3. Fix your nerd stance. Your future self is telling you that every day you're becoming less confident, less attractive, and even shorter. Think about it. You wake up curled over your phone. You go to school or work and you're folded over a laptop. You come home and you game for hours with a nerd neck glued to the screen. You are morphing yourself into subhuman posture without even realizing it. And no, I'm not gonna give you a 20-minute stretch routine that I know you're not gonna do. Keep scrolling and keep gaming, but I want you to do these 3 fixes to just have healthy posture and look taller. This is a 3-part alignment blueprint powered by our sponsor, Form Science. This is a premium brand that's trusted by Fortune 500 CEOs, Olympians, and orthopedic surgeons. First, you need to fix how you're scrolling in bed. Most people, they lie on their backs to scroll. Head posture is forward, your shoulders are concave, and your chest is collapsed. Here's a simple switch. I want you to roll over and scroll on your stomach. When you flip over, your head naturally shifts back into alignment. Your shoulders open up and your spine stretches out. This undoes hours of forward head posture that you keep up all day. I reinforce this with Form Science's Power Tee. It reinforces this open chest and aligned spine posture with what looks like to be a regular tee, but has active panels to keep everything in place. Second, fix how you sit at work or school. Most people, they try to sit up straight, which only just makes their back tighter and their shoulders worse. This is not natural, and you just end up slouched a few minutes later. You're gonna reach your natural, correct posture just using your thumbs. All you do is keep your elbows at your sides. thumbs pointed out, and then rotate outwards as far as your thumbs can go. Your shoulders will automatically go up and out. You just drop your arms to your side and naturally enter your perfect natural posture. Not only is this a more natural position that's comfortable, it is the same position that Form Science trains your body to be in. You've had bad position for so long, you can't even remember what optimal position is. The Power Tee from Form Science isn't just posture correcting apparel. Their structural panels on the back are engineered based on orthopedic research. It doesn't force your body into something unnatural. It retrains it into where it should optimally be. This is why I consider this to be the best $200 investment I've ever made. My back and my spine, they feel amazing and I look better than ever. But the best part is that just one trip to the chiropractor or the orthopedic doctor to just fix my posture will require multiple visits and spend hundreds if not thousands of dollars. With Form Science, I made the investment once and I'm retraining my posture every time I wear it. It's the best money I've ever spent. And third, you need to fix your duck feet. Duck feet, or feet rotated outward, make you appear shorter, less confident, and throws off your body's entire alignment. So you're gonna put one foot on a chair or bench with a 90-degree bend. You're then gonna cup above your calf with both your hands. You're gonna twist inward as you push your knee forward. You're gonna feel your arc instantly activate. You want to do this 10 seconds per foot. And look, if you can't make a $200 investment into a Form Science Power Tee, at least try their ankle guard socks, which are way more affordable. But these aren't normal socks though. These are patented biofeedback technology that literally retrains the muscles in your ankle and in your foot arc so you can stand taller, move better, and stop collapsing your feet. Right now is the best time to try it out yourself because they have a 30% off all Form Science bundles for the holidays and free shipping if you spend over $250. In this video, I used the Power Tee, the Core long sleeve tee, and the ankle guard socks. All three would make an incredible investment into your wardrobe. Fix number 4, build more muscle just 3 seconds a day. Your future self tells you that you didn't fail your dream body because of lack of discipline. You failed because your workouts were way too complicated. So here's one rule for you. Find a workout routine that is simple and gives you fast results, and you're gonna stick with it. And I got you, I found it for you. You only have to use 5 at-home exercises for 10 seconds each to look incredible. For chest, you're gonna do decline push-up. Put your hands on a couch or chair to hit that decline push-up angle. You're gonna do 1 set until failure, until you can't do it anymore. For shoulders, you're gonna do the pike push-up. You wanna stack your hips over your shoulders. You're gonna lean forward in an upside down V pose and press up and down and do 1 set until failure. You don't need to do more than 1 set per workout at full effort each. I know it sounds crazy that this will build muscle, but an experiment published in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports found that just 1 maximal 3-second contraction per day increased strength between 10 and 12% in just 1 month. So for arms, you're gonna do body weight tricep extension. You wanna put your hands on a counter or couch shoulder width apart. You're gonna then angle your body at a 45-degree angle. You're then gonna lower into a skull crusher path where your head touches the corner of the counter. You're gonna do 1 set until failure. For abs, you're gonna do hollow holds, where you're gonna keep your arms and legs extended and only your upper back will be touching the floor. It's almost like a boat. I want you to hold this position until failure. And for legs, you're gonna do Bulgarian split squat. You're gonna put your back foot on a chair and drop into a split squat, and you're gonna push back up through your front heel. You're gonna do this set until failure and then switch legs and repeat the same. You don't need to spend an hour in the gym killing yourself. You just need 5 movements in about 5 minutes. Number 5, fix your mind. Your future self tells you that your life didn't change this year because you didn't realize how much you have already been winning. Here's what you don't understand. Your brain convinces you that you're losing even when you're winning. Just think about it. The restaurant you went to go visit on a random weekday because you were bored is the same place somebody else spends a whole year saving for just for one special occasion. The outfit you're stressing about that you think doesn't look good enough, someone else is looking at that and thinking, man, I wish I had clothes that clean or a body that looked that healthy. You're over here stressing because you want a new BMW M4. But your future self is telling you the same guy with that M4 wishes he had a Porsche. The guy with the Porsche wishes he had a McLaren. And the guy with the McLaren wishes he had a Pagani. You think you're behind, but to somebody else, you're in the future that they pray for. Number 6, fix your body's energy. The reason your future self is telling you that the reason that you never stuck with anything was because you were always tired. But just imagine if you could fix your body's battery so you always had unlimited energy and focus. You see, your body uses something called ATP. It's like tiny batteries that your cells use to turn on. When you're full of ATP, you feel unstoppable. Carbs will turn into ATP fast. Fat and protein turn into it much slower. But everything you eat ends up there. Oxygen decides how much ATP you can actually make. More oxygen equals more battery power. Less oxygen, less energy. These are your mitochondria, the power plants inside your cells. The more of it you have, the more ATP you can create. This is why some people have more energy. They literally have bigger batteries. Now sleep is your charger. When you don't sleep, you don't have a charge. This is why caffeine never fixed your problem. You're trying to override a dead battery. Now exercise stretches your mitochondria and forces it to grow. More mitochondria equals more ATP, which equals more energy. Your body's energy, it's not a mystery. It's a battery made of ATP. You charge it with your sleep, you fuel it with your food, and you expand it with your exercise. Now, your future self, they didn't sugarcoat anything in this letter, and their final message says that if you just change 3 out of the 6 things you're telling yourself to fix, your life will look completely different next year. Now, for those of you that made it to the end, your future self, they left a final message in the back, almost like they knew you would make it to here. He's telling you that your future self believes in you more than you believe in yourself right now.